Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 62 of the Weird Turn Pro.
Holy
I'm Mo
smokes.
Strummel in Nashville.
And I'm Jason Winfield in Lamont, PA, with a cat bed
Nice.
over my shoulder.
Nice. Nice. So we'll be able to watch the cat sleep later. Perfect.
I think I'm making enough noise tonight. You know, this is the Rowdy Show. Cheers.
Yes. So they're all a little rowdy, but not
true.
this rowdy. Just to all of our viewers out there, I am flying solo tonight. My producer, my lovely wife Joan, is working late, so I am flying solo today, which means there will be the occasional train wreck, but that's why you really come to watch, is for the train wrecks anyway, the car wrecks, right? So that's okay. But today we are singing about beer. We're going to stretch that concept on a couple songs, but it's still singing about beer. We realized, there you go. What are you drinking?
I'm going high class here for all you New Englanders. I'm having a little Narragansett. Yeah, I'm going to channel Captain Quint as much as I can tonight.
I just had a discussion about Narragansett this past week with the folks over at Yazoo, so that's pretty crazy, right? Yeah. So I'm going to switch over to a Yahoo shortly. What is that?
Hi, neighbor. This can's got stuff it's got slogans all over it. Awesome.
It's just weird. I'll be switching over to a Yazoo in a little bit, and I'll tell everybody about that when we get there. And at least that'll be, that might be beer 2 or 3. I don't know. We'll see where we are when we get there. It's not my turn to go first this week. It is your turn to go first.
I drew the short straw on beer night.
Well, don't drink it through a straw. That's the first thing you did wrong. So there you go.
So
straighten yourself out.
So this one is probably one of the more popular songs that I will probably ever play on this show. And I just sat down and figured it out right before we started the show.
Like we always do.
Yeah, exactly. No, nothing like cramming for an exam. Which might be more than I ever did as a student. Anyway, beyond that,
as having taught you in a class, I know.
This song has a unique flavor to it because as I did my research on it, this is a Kenny Chesney song, and a lot of times when you're singing a Kenny Chesney song, we go, okay, who wrote it? Well, this is Kenny Chesney's first top of the charts self-written song. So bear with me while I play it. Staring into the wild blue yonder, so many thoughts to sit and ponder about life and love and lack of, and the emptiness in my heart. Too old to be wild and free, still too young to be over the hill. To try to grow up, who knows where to start. So I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Do my best to waste another day. Sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Let the warm air melt these blues away. Sun comes up and sun sinks down. Seen them both in this tourist town. Up for days in a rage, just trying to search my soul. All the answers and the reasons why I'm at the crossroads in my life. I really don't know which way to go. So I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Do my best to waste another day. So I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Let the warm air melt these blues away. Stay single and stay free. Which road I travel is still a mystery to me. So I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Do my best to waste another day. Yeah, I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Let the warm air melt these blues away. Yeah, I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Do my best to waste another beer. Sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. Let the warm air melt these blues away.
That was excellent. I think from now on, you should only play songs that you've learned a half hour before you're going to play them. That was superb. That was outstanding.
I'll drink to that.
And I do remember that song now. I mean, we talked about it before the show, but I was trying to remember it. But yeah, that was all
over the place.
That was a huge hit. Yeah,
was like Bikini Country, like huge.
Yeah.
Those are the songs that made the stadium tours possible. I got to tell you, and it's a great song.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's just a, it's a song that, I mean, it's kind of a beach song, that, probably was all over the place that summer. It was probably ridiculous.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song, at a beach bar or anything like that. So yeah, really good. Nice job. Wow. Nice job. Here's to you.
Oh,
I'm drinking Miller Lite right now because I don't want to drink.
Here's to Kenny.
Hi, neighbor. I may have to go somewhere for dinner after this because I don't think we have anything in the house to eat. So I'm trying to stay a little light on the lighter side right now, but I'm definitely going to dig into a Yazoo here pretty soon. So I just, I was looking here and we're playing sort of a mix of things. I mean, we're playing some songs that have the word beer in them. We're playing some songs that are about beer. We're kind of mixing it up because that's what we do every time we pick a topic. Because we can't.
The idea is to try to get some kind of a new song, not
Right, and that's so we've been challenging each other every week with a topic and just say, well, I know you don't know. You probably don't know 5 songs about this. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't, you're going to have to learn some new songs. So that's kind of what we've been doing. But I'm going to do 2 of my own songs tonight because they do have the word beer in them. So I'm going to cheat and do that. But I just realized that out of the songs I'm playing, the only 2 songs that have bridges in them are my songs. The rest of the songs do not have bridges, and they're old songs. So it's
Well, that's what I was looking at.
Pretty crazy.
As I'm looking at what I'm playing, I think Beer in Mexico might be the only song that I'm playing that has a bridge.
Yeah. So this might also be like a bridgeless night in a way. So anyway, I'm gonna do Drinking Without You, which was two CDs, 2 releases ago for me. You can find it out there. And I'm going to have to push some buttons here to get us going. If you'll mute yourself, that would be helpful because then I don't have to worry about that one.
Jason's out.
Jason's out. All right, here we go. All right, there you go. There are times when we've been apart, but I've kept you right here in my heart. Even when I was spinning around on some old bar stool, then I found myself stuck in the bottom with my foot pressed hard on the throttle, and I realized that I was just playing the fool. I've soured on beer, I've given up wine. Whiskey just makes me blue. I need to find another use for my time, 'cause I just can't go drinking without you. No, I just can't go drinking without you. Well, the miles that I've put between us make me seem less than a genius, tend to obscure your point of view. So these days I just sit and ponder how far I've had to wander just to find myself coming back home to you. But I've soured on beer, I've given up wine. Whiskey just makes me blue. Yeah, I need to find another use for my time, 'cause I just can't go drinking without you. No, I just can't go drinking without you. I had a scheme, but you had a dream. Yeah, I've soured on beer, I've given up wine. Whiskey just makes me blue. But I need to find a better use for my time, 'cause I just can't go drinking without you. No, I just can't go drinking without you. Yeah, I just can't go drinking without you.
I love that rhythm. That
Yeah, I stole that from 1,000 country songs.
well, it's that. That's such a great sound. But 1,000. I mean,
you know what I hear? You know what I hear? You know what I see when I hear this songs that do this? So the other one, I wrote another one recently. I'll play it something. Right? But what I see when I hear that is a guy rocking back and forth in a saddle, like on a trail. That's what I see. So that's kind of why I like that whole thing, because that's what pops into my head when I hear a song that has that in it. So.
Well, you said beer. It took me a while to think about it, and I'm gonna go.
It took you a while to think about beer. You're lying. I know that right up front.
But it took me a while to think about beer songs. I got a busy week. Kids go back to school next week. I fly out somewhere around dawn tomorrow to Atlanta to bring my mother-in-law's last items here. So it also happens to be the opening week of Jonah's hockey season. So I'm trying to get there and get back so I don't miss the beginnings of games. So I'm a little crazy in my head. We know that anyway.
Yeah, didn't take this.
But I'm going to go into the classic country version of My Night. This here song that I'm going to play was written by Hank or Luke the Drifter, or whatever you want to call him. And this is the one that I think half of the world has used to make fun of country music. But it's a damn good song.
It's a really good song.
So hold back your tears.
Yeah.
There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. In these last 9 years, I have shed a million tears. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking until I'm petrified. Then maybe these tears will leave my eyes. There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Last night I walked the floor, and the night before. You are on my lonely mind. It seems my life's through, and I'm so doggone blue. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking until I move a toe. Then maybe my heart won't hurt me so. There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying over you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Lord, I've tried and I've tried, but my tears I cannot hide. You are on my lonely mind. All these blues that I found have really got me down. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking till I can't even think. 'Cause in the last week I ain't slept a wink. There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Said that you are on my lonely mind.
Yeah, brother. I'm digging it. That's awesome. That's people can make fun of that song all they want, man. It's a good song. It's
Well, I've kind of found my place with him, and I've been exploring more of Hank and just I'm going to have to dig a little deeper in the well. Sweet Jesus.
Dan Carlgren says best song ever. So Dan's on board here. And by the way, Jason Cassidy gave us a like, and Noel Feely, who is the she may have retired. I'm trying to remember. Noel, you'll have to tell us. But she was the basically the theater manager at Altoona when I worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. She ran that place like clockwork, man.
I remember you talking about her when I.
She was. Yeah, Noel. I miss you, Noel, and I kind of, now I get out of control because you're not around to put me back in line. So no, she was never like that. She was always. We were a team. We were partners. We were a team, and we ran that place. It was great. So from Hank to Todd Snyder. How about that?
I think Todd Snyder would love that. Actually,
this is like a bookend, right? This is like we're going to bookend the beer songs here. It's
there
cool.
You go. That's
so.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna murder this Todd Snyder song because I've played it twice in my life. Once was sorry, Todd, but we used it at USITT for something, and next time I see you, I'll give you a 5 or a 10. And but the other time I played it was like at 5 o'clock today. So
you got Dave
this will be. Yeah. So he wrote this song, and I think after he wrote this song, George Jones and Garth Brooks came out with a song called Beer Run, and it actually does the same thing. It uses this, it spells it out, and it does the same thing.
Rhythm.
And I guess they did an interview with Todd about that. It's like, kind of, I think he's polite, but it's like, but then he put out a song after that had the exact same song title as a Garth Brooks song. it was like, yep, okay, we see how that works.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, you can't copyright a title. So so you could, if you like a title, you can use it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is called Beer Run, and I am going to try to get through it. But there's a lot of words. They go really fast, and Todd does a really nice job. But we'll see how I do.
At least you haven't been everywhere.
No, I have not, and I'm not trying that ever. So there you go. Whoops. B-double-E. Whoa, wrong key. B-double-E-double-R-U-N. Beer Run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N. Beer Run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N. Beer Run. Well, a couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Big Swine soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs to save some money. They got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry. Pretty thirsty, too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. Well, they found a store with a sign that said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer in a candy bar, walked over to where them registers are. Laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped, said, "Son, I'm not going to call the cops, but I am going to keep this here card." The guys both took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. Oh, how happy we would be if we'd only brought a better fake ID. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. Well, they met this other old hippie named Sleepy John who claimed he was the one from the Robert Earl song. So they gave him their cash and bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. Feeling so good, should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. All you need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Beer Run. I love that song. That's fun.
Wow, Dave Villani's here too, listening.
Yeah.
Dave worked it out too, also.
So
He's the guy. Remember, he's the engineer who recorded American Queen for us at his studio in Altoona. Trying to, he wants me to sell that song to Sheets. That's not my song. I can't sell it.
You know, if you go to, it's at the end of this month. I think it's the 28th. Todd Snyder. I'm going to give this plug out. It will be playing the State Theater in downtown State College. So you can maybe hear that song live, and then you can sell it to Sheets. On your way home.
Because Dave's watching, thanks Dave for letting us go in that night. He gave me some studio time as a retirement present, which was really nice and wonderful. And we had a really fun night there with Jimmy. Recorded. That's the night Jimmy, I told him what I wanted to do on the drums, and he did it in one take, even though he looked at me when I told him what I wanted. He just looked at me and went, "What?" I said, "Just try it." And he did it. And it was awesome. So, but yeah, so I met somebody the other day down here at Bobby's Idle Hour, where I hang out occasionally, that who knows all the newbies. So it was kind of crazy because he was down here. I was talking to him for most of the night. Well, it was pretty cool.
Wasn't Pat the one that welded?
He's down here. Yeah,
Well,
he's
I
down
think
here.
he's the one who welded the backyard
Yes, he
stand.
did. He worked. Yep, he worked on the stuff out back at Bobby's. So shout out for Bobby's Idle Hour also,
Yep.
because love to play there, love to hang there. Not really, you know, it's a laid back place and it's a lot of fun. If you're ever in Nashville, I strongly advise Bobby's Idle Hour. It's one of our favorites.
Yep. Okay, I guess it's my turn again, huh?
It is.
Well,
What
I'm
are we
gonna.
on?
Yeah,
Is this 3 for you?
this is number 3 for me. So it's halfway to where this song's going. This song, you might know it from the revised version of it that might have been done by George Strait at some point, but I am a little bit more classic in that. Sorry, I had an itch on my foot. That's what that weird movement was. And this is a song that was written by Hank Thompson, Johnny Lowe, and Dick Hart. It was the title track on a drinking album released by Hank Thompson.
Of course.
Six Pack to Go, because it's a title track. And I'm going to butcher this song now. So please bear with me, enjoy, and maybe have a drink. It'll make it better.
I definitely am going to do that.
Hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, I'm gonna be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, want a 6-pack to go. I've been drinking all day long, just taking in the time. I don't spend my whole paycheck just a talking round. Don't have enough to pay my rent, I ain't gonna worry though. 'Cause I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Hey, Mr. Bartender, please don't be so slow. I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, yeah, I'm gonna be feeling low. So please, please, bartender, I want a 6-pack to go. I've been drinking all day long, just taking in the time. I done spent my whole paycheck just a honky-tonkin' round. Well, I don't have enough to pay my rent, I ain't gonna worry though. I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. Said that I got time for one more round and a 6-pack to go. 1 6-pack to go.
All right, I made it back in time. Quick run to the fridge. Hey, that was excellent, man. You're selling yourself short tonight, just so you know. You're doing a great job.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where these are the songs, and I've spent a lot of time at different points in my life just like delving into this music, and they all kind of pop back at you. And today I just happen to have, you know, the country music gods are working with me. Maybe it's the checks on my shirt. I don't know.
The checks on your shirt. I love it. All right. You've got it. Yeah, that is a very, that is a very,
tablecloth-like shirt.
Does that cut out on me? Does it have pearl snaps?
No. This is a button shirt. I've had this shirt forever, and for a long time, every time I got my picture taken on vacation, it happened to be the shirt that I had on, so I stopped taking it with me when I travel.
Yeah, you want to hear something funny? we went out to visit my son and his girlfriend out in Portland, and we flew in, and the next day we were going to go. They were going to take us to. Was that the day? No, we ended up going to a McMinimans, which if you're ever in Portland, you got to check out. They have places all over the place, but they're all different and they're really cool. But anyway, we went out, and so we were going to be out that day, and I put on this Columbia shirt that I have that I love. It's a fishing it's like a fishing shirt, and it's and I walked out, and my son said, I was going to bet her that you were going to bring that shirt and wear it. And I was like, oh my God, am I that predictable? But the answer is I am. So, and now I'm going to predict that you have a show coming up, that you have a performance coming up.
I do have a show coming up. Other than, and I skip Monday night because my week is really busy. I play a standing Monday night show at the brewery. But this upcoming Tuesday night here in State College, I will be playing 3 Dots Tuesdays on the Terrace from 7:30 to 8 p.m., closing it out. It's a great time. It's a great little, I wouldn't say little, been a great gathering of local musicians on the patio, and there's some really cool stuff to see. So if you're in State College or in the area, anywhere near, come on by, say hi. It's really nice to see people. And kudos to 3 Dots. This is something that they started doing this summer, and it's been great. They bring a fire pit. Sometimes they cook up some s'mores on this next to the terrace right along Pew Street. It's great. It's a good time.
Well, I'm not sure what this means, but Dan Carlgren just wrote Left Coast Costume. So I guess that means your shirt.
The Columbia. Well, where's the Columbia?
Oh, me. Okay, I got it.
Where's the Columbia, Mo?
I'm totally confused. I've been drinking a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So it, they're doing a lot there, right? I mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Luke and those guys. Yeah.
Well, it's Band Junkies who we've talked about. Luke, Sambala, who helped us out in the early days of the show. When I played as a little earlier in the summer. And we had Bill Ryan, who has been on the show, was there. The week before I played, I went and watched Doug Irwin play, who's been on the show a couple of times. Jim Colbert was there. He hosts a couple of nights a month, so he's there. So a lot of the people that we've had on the show are there every week. It's a very welcoming community, and it's something that happens at daylight hours when I'm not trying to put children to sleep or dealing with that. So it's been a lot of fun being able to run out there and check out what's going on and see people.
Cool.
And it happens every Tuesday night. It's going to keep going for a while. So I think there's a month, or I don't even know when it stops. So any Tuesday night between 5 o'clock and 8, there's music going on at 3 Dots, and it's worth stopping by 3 Dots if you're in State College, because there's a whole lot of programming that goes on through the week as well.
Nice. So I'm gonna do a song. I haven't listened to Billy Currington's new stuff, but there's a lot of people making comments on the Twitter about his selling out, or I don't know. I guess he's gone in a really different direction these days. So I have to go and listen to some of his new stuff to find out what the hell they're talking about. But we used to do Turnip Greens, right? Yeah. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And I like that song, and I like this song. So I'm going to do a song. This song was written by Troy Jones.
Okay.
He died last year. He had an unfortunate accident with his boat with an electrical line or something. I don't know, but he also wrote Like Me, which Kenny Chesney did, and he wrote Shift Work, which Kenny Chesney and George Strait did together, right? Yep. So he's
good writer.
He's a pretty heavy hitter here going on. But I like this song. It's called I'm Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. I wasn't born for digging deep holes. I'm not made for paving long roads. I ain't cut out to climb the High Line poles, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm not the type to work in a bank. I'm no good at slapping on paint. Don't have a knack for making motors crank, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. So hand me one more, that's what I'm here for. I'm built for having a ball. I love the nightlife, I love my Bud Light, I like 'em cold and tall. I ain't much for mowing thick grass, I'm too slow for working too fast. I don't do windows, so honey don't ask, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. A go-getter, maybe I'm not. I'm not known for doing a lot, but I do my best work when the weather's hot. Yeah, I'm pretty good at drinking beer. So hand me one more, that's what I'm here for. I'm in a ball. I love the nightlife, I love the high life, I like 'em cold and tall. I wasn't born for digging deep holes, I'm not one for paving long roads. I ain't cut out to climb the High Line poles, but I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm pretty good at drinking beer. I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
I can vouch for that.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Oh, good song. Great song, actually. I thought about that song and I'm like, dang it, he already picked that one.
Yeah, I know. You know, I race every day to get my list in because I
Yeah.
try to steal everything I think you're going to do.
So, and that's another part of this. You guys missed the what it would be funny if we had actually a text list of so what are we going to do? Most sends me pictures of how the bar's coming along. He's putting in tappers. He's like, how about beer? And I'm like, well, you clearly have beer on your mind. And then it's like the list starts populating through our text, and it's very funny to see what we're gonna. I had no idea, and I didn't have time to think about it until the last minute. So
maybe we'll have to do a thing where your wife films you getting ready for the show, and my wife films me, and we'll do like a behind-the-scenes show sometime. Like, you know, there won't be much to it. It'll just be us.
it'll just
like
show
really,
the back of my,
really screwing up songs as we try to figure them out, but and doing our homework on some of them.
Yeah, back of my head while I'm trying to figure out. Oh no, that's soft.
Yeah, this one crossing that one off the list. Yeah.
Oh no, there's too many words to try to fit in there.
Yeah, can I find a key? No, I can't find a key. This is
So this one popped in my head today as well. So this is another one of my last minute songs, and it's a song that I remember when it came out. Because at one point I had one of those jobs where I saw a lot of videos. So, and I don't even remember where I saw it the first time, but it was one of those songs that kind of like popped out. I thought it was terribly funny because the chorus, and we could talk about it after I play it, because I just find it to me, it was hilarious at the time. I realized that culturally things have shifted and it's not the same, but this is kind of the beginning, kind of a modern country thing that happened. The song was written by Bobby Hardin, and performed by Mark Chestnut. And there's a name that we don't really hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have that baritone voice, so sorry. we'll do once
Damn
again.
it.
I'll do the best I can on this song, but it does mention quantities of drinks and a cool one, so it's at least close, and it's teasing that there's beer involved. Doesn't outright say that there's beer.
So little subtlety added to the show,
Yeah,
something we're not usually very good at, but
no, this is just a little teasing. We're not seeing the whole thing right now. So
fair enough.
Well, it sure feels good to come in here and just pull up a seat. A frosty mug, a cool one, helps to beat the heat. Those old dog days of summer, Lord, I'll be glad when they're gone. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Well, that baseball game on TV takes me back to when I was a kid. We proudly wore those uniforms just like the Dodgers did. Yeah, we won a few and lost a few, and for me it still goes on. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, too cold at home. Well, I only plan on one or two. I might stay for three. That good-looking thing in the corner keeps smiling back at me. It's easy not to care about what's right or what's wrong. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, too cold at home. Well, I only plan on one or two, but I might stay for three. If that good-looking thing in the corner keeps smiling back at me, it's easy not to care about what's right or what is wrong. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, too cold at home. Too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home.
That was good too. You're batting 1,000 today, brother. You are batting 1,000 today. That was awesome, man.
But it really struck me. The guy pulls up. I mean, because the video has it like Nolan Ryan just pitched a no-hitter in Oakland. He's on fire. And speaking of fire, it's hot out. And he goes into a bar and then he starts singing. I mean, it's just a pickup truck going into a bar and then singing about golf. And I had no idea that golf was becoming so open of a access sport at that particular time for some reason. I don't know. I was out of touch. I was clueless and 25.
Well, I got to tell you, here in Nashville, 7 municipal golf courses. I think I can play, like, if I go out and play 9, I think it costs me like $14 or $16.
Jeez.
And the one course I play is as good as any. I mean, it's just a great course. It's like, It's like you're playing $100 course, you know. And because I'm a senior, I can get a golf pass for the season for like the whole thing, $380. Tell me that's not a bargain.
And you can play for about 10 months down there, right?
Yeah, so I can play. Well, yeah, as the climate changes, I'll be able to play for 12 months, so it'll be okay. Yeah, exactly. So I'm waiting for my iPad to come around. There it comes.
Oh,
I got that program to work, by the way.
oh, good.
But it, a long time ago, I paid for the lifetime membership, and now it keeps telling me I have to get a lifetime membership. It's kind of a joke. Anyway, so I have switched over to a Yazoo. Yazoo is going to be probably on 2 or 3 of our taps in the new bar down here. Through rotating styles and stuff.
Right.
But,
Nice.
I went and met with them last week. They gave me a whole bunch of things to try. This is
Over.
Yazoo Hopry. So obviously a take on the.
Yeah, your neighbors.
We don't want to use the full name because they might sue us, but obviously a take on another thing. But it's a hazy IPA and it's called the Hopry. Yeah, so pretty good. I'm not a big IPA fan, but it's not that strong, so it's good. I mean, I like IPAs. I just, I kind of outgrew them. For a while, I liked them a lot, and then I kind of outgrew them. But, the rest of the world's heading that way too, by the way. So everybody was like IPA. Now everybody's like, oh, there's other things.
Yeah.
So yeah. When we go out to Portland, it's sours. It's like the sours are the big thing out there. So, and they actually have a thing called a saison de something, but it's like a sour, but it's really good. I'm thinking about making like some kind of beer cocktail with that one, so it should be good.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna do a song that was written by Glenn Sutton.
Yeah.
He was also a big producer down here, but he also wrote a song called "Your Good Girl's Gone Bad" by who? Do you know? Who sang it?
I don't.
Tammy Wynette, right? So he wrote but this song was sung by
Santa Claus told us about those girls, actually.
Yes, he actually did when he was on the show at Christmas time. You're absolutely right. We hope Santa's out there. We hope he's doing all right and watching us and watching over us. We know he knows when we're being naughty and bad stuff. But this song, and I'm going to murder this one too, because I've never really played this, but we're going to have a go at it. But this was definitely about beer. It's probably most specifically about Schlitz beer because it's a takeoff on their marketing line.
Yep.
So, and Jerry Lee Lewis really is the one who really put this out there. And it's called "What Made Milwaukee Famous."
Oh, I love that song.
Well, it's late and she's waiting, and I know I should go home, but every time I start to leave, they play another song. Then someone buys another round, and wherever drinks are free. What's made Milwaukee famous has made a fool out of me. My baby's begged me not to go so many times before. She said love and happiness can't live behind those swinging doors. Now she's gone and I'm to blame. Too late I finally see what's made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me. My baby's begged me not to go so many times before. She said love and happiness can't live behind those swinging doors. Now she's gone and I'm to blame. Too late I finally see what's made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me. What's made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me.
I love the tribute to all the country songs in that. trying to get them as they flew by, but
it's quick.
I did notice the Merle tribute in there.
Yep. A lot of references.
Yep, I'll have to sit down and look at the lyrics to that song.
Yeah, you could sing the crap out of that, so you should think about doing that. Maybe at 3 dots.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
That's a short half hour.
Is it a short set? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a half hour set. So I can throw a lot of stuff in on Monday night, and you know I'm getting some other stuff going on. I'm going to probably, depending on how everybody's health world goes, I'll be playing in Huntington in November. We can talk about that later as we move down the road.
Yeah, and just to remind everybody, he's going to be, what is this, August 24th? Is that right?
Next Tuesday night.
Okay, so next Tuesday. There you go.
Downtown State College. You got it
right there on the corner of Pew and Beaver.
Yeah, Pew and Beaver.
Am I right?
Yep. That's what's really cool is, depending on when you're playing, and this happened when I was there last, is sometimes you just get a truck solo when that light turns green. Whoa!
Nice.
Whether you want it or not. If you could just time it a little better. So I got to figure that out.
Well, when you play outdoors, you got to deal with airplanes and trucks and everything. That's the way it goes.
So we have one or two more? One more?
I think we have one more each. Yes. For tonight.
Okay. So it wouldn't be right if I didn't try to throw in an Evan Felker song somewhere in this, because that's just who I am and who he is. And
to be expected.
The troubadours are part of what I think like these days. But this one is one that I've kind of, I think at one point you had heard it and I started trying to play it and you're just like, stop, you need a drummer. And I think I've gotten a little better at it. And I can think about it a little bit better as I'm playing and singing. It was quite a while ago when you said that to me. It was quite funny, and I took it to heart, and I started practicing a little more.
Well, if you know, one of the things I think, you know, really good solo artists, not one of them, but really good solo artists understand that the acoustic guitar as a solo instrument really is a rhythm instrument. So if you can get the rhythm of the drums into the guitar, it usually works a lot better for you. So but it's tricky sometimes with some songs because there's a lot going on.
Yep. So I don't know if I do this song justice or not, but I really don't care. It's a fun song, and there's reference because it takes place in a bar. So there we go.
All right.
Laura laughs like she just don't care. She got a red bandana and a raven hair. Sitting at the corner of the Mercury. Got a cowboy killers and a plain white tee. And back before the glasses and the sleeve tattoo, she was just another small town kid. Sure, she's got a little problem now, but she doesn't try to keep it. Kind of loving is a little like a fist fight. All right. Kind of thing you never see before midnight. Girl, you know you're gonna wreck this town. Tell me where to be when the walls start falling. Well, I've never seen Jimmy in that old Corvette. It looks like hell, but he ain't dead yet. Rough around the edges, but his clothes are clean. Hayseed dressed up like James Dean. And anyway I play it, can't get him to say it. I think he and Lori had a thing. Well, now that come to think about it, he don't say much of anything. Kind of loving is a little like a fist fight. All right. all right. Kind of thing you never see before midnight. Girl, I know you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to be when the walls start falling? Well, it's 1 a.m. and wild and loud, sitting in the middle of a funnel crowd, with a 5-spot for a shot and beer. Now do you wonder why we wound up here? Tell your friend every now and then. Feels like a money game of cutthroat pool. Laura's talking just a little too sweet to me. Jimmy's in the next bar stool. Kind of loving is a little like a fist fight. All right, all right. Kind of thing you never see before midnight. Well, it's throwback punks and daytime drunks and PBRs and stouts. Dancing from the jukebox now, dancing to the twist and shout. Jimmy storming out the front door. Lord, you think someone had died? I ain't going anywhere at all. I'm about to hit my stride. Kind of loving is a little like a fist fight. All right, all right. Kind of thing you never see before midnight. Yeah, girl, you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to go when the walls start falling? Girl, I know you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to go when the walls start falling? Yeah, girl, I know you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to go when the walls start falling? Girl, you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to go when the walls start falling? Yeah, girl, you're gonna wreck this town. Won't you tell me where to go when the walls start falling? Uh-oh.
I'm here. I forgot I have to drop D here.
Oh.
So yeah, so that worked out. That was no, I said drop D. That's what I said. No, not going there. Yeah, so that works. That works for me. That was good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I always like the almost anything you play by. One of my former students from Altoona is on here. Hi,
cool.
Kayla.
Got everybody in from Altoona this week.
Yeah, I know. Altoona is like rocking tonight. Altoona. Yeah. So, I think you nailed that. I think you went through the night. Tonight you had a double, a triple, a home run, and a couple singles.
I hit for the
I think so you went 5 for 5. Yeah, I think you went 5. I don't know about a home run. Somebody else can chime in on that. I'm not going to stroke you like that.
No, I don't think there was a home run in there at all. But no, thank you. I mean, they're good beer songs and they're fun songs.
Yeah.
And
so Rose, you mentioned the bar. So we are opening a bar in Hermitage, Tennessee. It's called 12 Keys Saloon. It's a beer joint with a music problem. We're in the process. We're shooting for the end of September now because I want to take a little vacation before we actually open, because then for the next 2 to 5 years, I'm not going anywhere. But we're going to do that. So that's what the logo looks like. Maybe I ordered some hats. So maybe when they come in, we'll give a hat away on the show or something. We'll give some hats away. Anyway, Rose was like saying you should post some stuff. I'm trying not to post too many pictures. I don't think the code office will be watching right now. So because our permit hasn't actually fully cleared yet. We've been approved. Actually, the fire inspector stopped by yesterday. She was cool. Sounds like she's happy with what we're doing. We haven't actually had inspections because we don't have the full permit yet. But I'm trying to limit what we've been putting out there just because we're trying to do things that don't require a permit. But you never know, everybody's a little weird, so you never know. So I will put up 2 pictures here. These 2 things happened over the last couple days. So this is one. It's called 12 Keys.
It's called paper.
Exactly, wad of paper that this came packed in. So, it's called 12 Keys. So there are 12 taps. Like I said, probably 2 or 3 of those, at least 2, probably 3 of those will be devoted to Yazoo because they've been so nice to us so far. And this is the inside of the cooler. So These are all long draw lines, and this is by Draft Doctors. So Draft Doctors is installing this for us, and the guys were there yesterday. They were great. They put holes all over my ceiling, but they, finished them off nicely, so everything's cool. And it's all back in the kitchen anyway, so you won't even know what's going on. You'll be out front. People will be drawing draft beers for you, and it'll be really cool. So that's what we're doing. It's this is my, I had a retirement plan and it changed drastically. So this is my new retirement plan. But it's not really a retirement plan. It's just something to give me try to make some income over the next, until I retire. Let's put it that way. I'm going to do another of my own songs because
awesome.
I can.
Exactly.
And as I've told people in the past, this song has probably, I was going to look it up before I actually came on the show so I could give you an exact figure, but this is my biggest moneymaker so far. It's probably made, I used to say $8. It might be up to 15 at this point. So I don't know for sure, but folks, if you listen to music on Spotify, that's great. If you listen on Apple, that's great. But if you buy it, artists actually make money. So you can buy it on Bandcamp if you want, because if you buy it on Bandcamp, they actually make more money. But I would tell you it's nice. I agree. It's nice. I have a Spotify account. I listen. It's good for discovering new music. That's the way you should look at it. And then if you really like something and you really want to support the artist, you should download it. You should buy it. And that's, because I forgot, I read an article the other day. It takes if you do 1 million streams on Spotify, you make less than minimum wage for the year. You know what I mean? It's like it's way less than minimum wage. So just think about that for a second. It's like you really have to, you have to do a lot of streams. I don't care if people stream my music. I want them to listen to it. That's my point. But if you really want to help other artists out that are actually doing this for a full-time living, buy the music. That's the deal. So because it's really hard otherwise for these folks. So and I buy as many, I buy tickets and I try to buy. I'm wearing merch today from Reckless Kelly, the boys in Texas. This is one of the best bands in the world. So if you haven't discovered them yet, you should go and discover them. Anyway, I'm going to do this song. It's called What a Man Wants. I used to think it was like a throw-off song. And then everybody was like, that's the song. And I was like, oh, yeah. Really? Yeah. And they were like, yeah, that's the song. I was like, all right, well, then I'll put it out there. So this is called What a Man Wants. Don't forget to mute, Jason, because I'm not doing it. Here we go. I was sitting on a stool in a Roanoke bar. I was trying to find my own. Talking to the guy sitting next to me, I was telling him about my home. When a blue-eyed blonde pushed in between us, and she pulled us stunned. Yeah, she looked at me and said, what a man want. And I said, cold beer, comfortable shoes, thick juicy steak. Go fast, turn left, good spot at the lake. Well, you can talk about it, you can analyze it, but what a man wants is a woman who knows just what he wants. Well, I know I should have been more polite, but I just couldn't help myself. So she flipped her hair and she wandered off to ask somebody else. Sooner or later she was back at the bar, and I knew she was in the hunt, 'cause she cornered a guy and said, what a man wants. So I yelled, shot a jack, Stetson hat, good power tools, riding mower, snow blower, and in-ground pool. Well, you can talk about it, you can analyze it, but what a man wants is a woman. Why she ever brought it up, I don't know, but you think that sooner or later she'd let it go. Well, I couldn't see her anywhere, looked around the room. So I gave my move and I headed for the door, but I guess I left a little too soon. She was standing by the door looking mighty bored as she shoved me in the telephone booth. And then she opened the door and said, "Tell me the truth." And I said, "A perfect game, Super Bowl I picture with a Stanley Cup, tattoos, cowboy boots, a good hunting pup. Well, you can talk about it, you can analyze it, but what a man wants is a woman who knows just what he wants." And I said, "Powerbone, a leather coat, a Martin guitar, snowmobile, a good fly reel, a muscle car. Well, you can talk about it, you can analyze it, but what a man wants is a woman who knows just what he wants." Yeah, God wants a woman who knows what he wants.
Woohoo!
He wants beer. That's what he wants.
At this particular moment,
Yes, I agree.
steamed clams and beer.
There you go, brother. All right. Well, folks,
Thank you for coming.
wasted another hour of your lives with us,
With
as the
us
boys
and
from
beer.
Boston say. Yes, with us and beer. But we're glad you joined us. We are, don't forget to share this with folks. This was actually a good show, so I'm going to tell you to share it. There are some shows you should not share. This one, I would share. So share it with folks. And, you know, we will be here next week. Same weird channel, same weird time.
Same weirdos.
Absolutely. And remember, as Hunter S. Thompson once wrote, when the going gets weird,
The weird turn pro.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next